Hi you guys, today we are gonna do just a light spring makeup look. Get us in the mood for spring. I went to Sephora yesterday and I got 3 things from Charolette Tilbury. This palette, oh my gosh, you guys, it's making me so happy. And the thing I love about this palette is you can do just a really light look or you can glam it up. So I'm gonna show you how you can just do light, easy breezy, or run out the door real quick. Or if you wanna intense it up a little bit and add more, you can do a little more, and this is it, you know, more glammed up. So it's a nice little powerhouse palette to have. And I like that it's a nice compact one, so it's gonna be great to travel with. And if you have not yet subscribed, don't forget to do that. Would love to have you part of our super cool Older Gals gang, and we meet every Wednesday and Saturday. So hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and now let's do makeup. So yesterday I walked into Sephora and I was planning on spending some time in there. I was gonna browse and shop and just enjoy myself. I had brought my little Portia with me, my baby Maltese, and we were just gonna have some girl time. But the first aisle I walked down, there was this glorious display from Charolette Tilbury. So Charolette Tilbury is one of my favorite brands. I do love the stuff so much, but the display was just so nicely out there, very pink, very spring-like, called my name. Within less than 5 minutes, I had picked up these 3 items and I said, this is what I want. I don't have to look anymore. Done. Walked to the cash. Within minutes, I was back out the door. Didn't even look at the price of anything. I mean, I bought enough Charolette Tilbury to have a good idea. As I was standing in line at the cash, I did a quick, I bet it's gonna be $150, and I think it came out to $148 with tax. So I was pretty close. You know, they're usually somewhere around $50. So let's start with this, the Cheek to Chic, and this is the Love is the Drug color. I have other colors in this where they have the pop in the middle and you swirl it around and then you dab the middle and it just comes out really nice, but I had not yet gotten this pink and it was screaming spring. So, and doing a spring makeup look was a suggestion that I got. So you guys, if you want me to do something, leave it in the comments. Chances are really good. If it's anywhere possible, I will do it. And then there was this. So just the packaging in itself is so pretty. This is the Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumpgasm, and the color is fair medium. They had 2 colors. So they had a little display of what half looked like just ordinary lips, and then the other half was just so glossy and plumpy. So, you know, they get me with advertising and I buy into it. But I have enough experience with Charolette Tilbury to know that their stuff is good. Okay, here's the creme de la creme, the palette. Eyeshadow palettes are always my favorite to buy. When I buy new makeup, it's always Christmas morning in Carolyn's world. So look at these pretty colors. I will swatch them for you real quick, but it's amazing. I was playing with it yesterday. You can do just the lightest, just run out the door, super natural, or you can go all out with a really super glam look. I love when a palette swings both ways. Okay, let's get my hair out of my eyes. I have my phone out here because I just got a text from my son, and he and my daughter-in-law are on the way to the hospital to deliver my very first grandbaby. My grandson Franklin is about to come into the world, so I definitely want my phone really close by. Okay, let's start by swatching these. Okay, game time is on. My daughter-in-law is going in and this is happening. There's no stopping it now. On Monday, she went to the doctor, and it's amazing what they know nowadays. It was so different when I gave birth, but they already knew that little Franklin, that's his name, already weighed 9 pounds, 5 ounces. So this is not a skinny little baby. I like me a fat baby, and I think I'm getting one. My son was like 8 pounds, 11 ounces. So, you know, he wasn't tiny either, but his son is beating him. Okay, so I'm gonna do the swatches along here on my arm. So let's start with this darkest one here. So it's like a cream. It's not very powdery, so you know that that's just gonna stay there. Now let's go to this one. It's more of a pinky red. So anytime you're dealing with a red tone, that's just gonna pop your blue, your greens, those light colors are just gonna make them pop. And then this is like a really nice transitional color. There's that one, this really light one here. So this is a really nice all over pink. So those are the 4 matte colors. All right, let's do this arm and we will do our sparkly ones. So the beauty of this is that it's just a great little pop wherever you want a pop. And then this very light pink shimmery, there's really no chunk to it at all. It's smooth, but it has just a little bit of glimmer to it. And then this is gonna be a darker pink. And then this one is kind of like a goldy peachy kind of a pink. And then this last one, I'll go with my thumb. That's just a really light, sort of a white baby pink. There are 4 of the mattes and there are 5 of the glitters. I don't have any makeup on, so I'm just gonna start with my Joans Road, the What the Foundation. I did a whole review on it, if you're wondering. I know it's very controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. So I just think going with the kind of the theme of light spring kind of a look, I thought I would just go ahead and use it. But if you're interested in knowing my thoughts on it, I have an entire dedicated video. But just to sum it all up, I like it. I think it's a really natural, very moisturizing, just a nice light coverage, and I do enjoy it. So I'll put the foundation on and I will be right back. So I have my foundation on. I also did a drugstore makeup recently and I fell in love with this Maybelline, like the really light colored one. So I've been using that as my concealer. So I'm just gonna put a little dab of that under my eyes. I just love that brightness that it gives. And I'm actually gonna put some on my eyelids too, just as a base. So I will do that and again, I will be back. Okay, so there I have my concealer on. And then I just always go in and just do a little powder just in the middle of my face. I don't even know if I need it. I love the SAIE powder. I got that in the last Sephora sale and I've been really loving it. I really don't need much of it. So let's put on the blush. See how pretty that is? So you swirl around the outside and then you sort of go into the middle. Everything is just gonna be light and fresh. And you see how nice and light that goes on, just like you're out in the fresh spring air. I say that, but today it's supposed to be in the 80s here, so it's really not gonna be fresh air. It's probably gonna be hot. Now, let's move on to this palette, which I am in love with. So I'm gonna start by just doing a boom, quick, out the door, super natural, fresh, light, pinky little look that's gonna take seconds, and then I'll add on and make it a little more glam. So I'm gonna start by taking this really pretty light pink right here, and I'm just gonna go over my whole lid with it. You know, you can tap it off, but nothing falls out. So there is a very minimal fallout. I just like that more creamy texture. I feel it lasts longer. And I like the way it goes on too. Are my eyelashes just a little too out there? I am a waist knot, want knot kind of girl. I don't know, I was raised that way. So I have these lashes that are longer than I really want to wear, but it's like, what am I gonna do with them? God forbid I would throw them out, so I wear them. So I do feel like my lashes are just a little too long today, but you know, it's better than throwing them out, I guess. Some people would not agree with me. So I concentrate more on the lid, and then I just, whatever's left over, I just lightly brush over the top of my eyelid. And then I'm gonna take this brush. It's very narrow, but it's got really short, thick little bristles in there. And I'm gonna dip it into that light color, and I'm gonna go underneath my lashes. And even in my lightest everyday look, I like to get in at my lash line and just get some definition in there. It just makes the whole eye pop. So I'm gonna take a really skinny little brush. So I'm just gonna get in there on the darkest color, and then I'm gonna go right along the lash line, and that just helps to pop your whole eye. So it makes a really big difference just to get something dark right on the lash line. And because of this reddish color really being able to pop that blue, I'm just gonna take a little bit right on the bottom, right in the middle, and just put a dot right there. And then I'm gonna blend it out. Take that same pink brush and I'm just gonna blend this a little bit. So I'm not taking it up, I'm not doing any sort of wing, I'm not going into my crease with it, I'm only going right around the lash line. And then lastly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this bottom one. It's just such a soft, light pink. Always use my finger whenever I'm putting on the glitter. It's not really even glitter, it's just like a soft sort of sheen. And I just pull it right across my lid, my mobile lid, just because that is the best way to get it on there. I don't normally like sticking my fingers in things, but as far as getting eyeshadow on my lid and making it stay, the finger is the way to go. And the last thing you might want to do with that really light sort of look is to take like one of these dense, short little bristled brushes and go into that really light color. And then just dab it right in the corner. A little dab will do you, and it just makes your whole eye just really pop. And then you can just give the eyelids a little lift. It's an eyelid lift. And that would be where I would stop. But if I want to glam it up, and why wouldn't I, then I would go a little farther. So what I would do is I would take a very kind of skinny but longer brush and I would just dip the sides of it into that really dark color. I would place it right on the corner of each of my eyes and then just blend it right across into the crease. Then I'm gonna take this middle one, which is a really nice sort of a transitional color, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of it just on the tip, and I'm gonna go over what I just did in the crease, but just go up a little tiny bit. And then I'm gonna take that one, the real skinny one that I used to take that dark color and go along my lash line. I'm gonna go into this color right here, which is lighter than that dark color, a little pinkier. So I'm just gonna tap it in there, and I'm going to start on the edge of the eye and bring it down to my under eye. And I'm just gonna get in there and blend it with that same one that I used the transitional color with. Now this time I'm gonna take that sort of a goldy, peachy kind of a color. Again, with my finger, I'm gonna swatch it across so you can see it's a little more glimmery. And then I'm gonna go in with this one right here and just pop it right in the middle. And then the last thing that I would do is put some mascara on the bottom lashes. So because I always wear false lashes, I only put mascara on my bottom lashes. But I can't wear most mascara on my bottom lashes because it will always smear and it always leaves like a dark mark under there. I've tried so many mascaras. This one from Prime Prometics, I get it in the brown and it doesn't smear for me. I don't know why, but this is the one that works, so I don't even bother trying any others anymore. I just always use this one from Prime Prometics. I use it in the brown. Some people have told me it does smear for them, so I can't promise you that it won't smear for you, but I'm telling you, this is the one that I always use and I never have a problem with it. So lastly, I'm gonna go in with this big lip plumpgasm. It came in two colors, light, medium, and I guess the other one was dark. I just took the light medium. If you wanna go for the light makeup look, don't even put any lip liner. But since I already have the eyes kind of done up a little more, I'm gonna go ahead and put some lip liner. I love this one from MAC. It's called Edge to Edge, and anytime I'm using anything kind of on the pinky side, I always use that. So I always struggle with my lipstick not lasting. Lip gloss lasts even less. I wore this yesterday and oh, it feels actually really good on the lips. It feels moisturizing, it doesn't feel sticky at all. It feels nice and it has that little tingling feeling. So if you don't like that tingle, you're not gonna like it. It's got a nice tingle to it. So I think it's psychological. that they put that tingle in, just to give you the illusion that it's plumping up your lips. But I don't care. I still like it. It's not one that's gonna last on my lips a real long time, but I'll just keep it in my handbag and just keep reapplying it because I really like how it's nice and shiny and just kind of light and just kind of gives you that, yeah, these are my lips but better kind of look, right? No, maybe not. Okay, what else have we got to do? I'm gonna take my Charolette Tilbury airbrush. This is one of my favorite setting sprays, and I just spray everything all over. Et voila, we are done. And that's it for today, ladies. I would love to just hang out and chat all day, but I'm afraid I have got to go chew on some grandbaby toes that are about to be born. So I will see you guys soon. Mwah! I love you so much. Bye.